What we're looking at here is the main supply valve for a 4-unit apartment complex. This line is actually feeding 4 apartments, and there is a gate valve or a shutoff valve located here, and there is a hose bib. There used to be a hose bib valve, but someone capped it off. Now you're starting to see a lot more of this in apartments because they don't want people washing their cars in the streets, wasting 500 gallons of water, especially if the home property owner is paying all of the utilities. So this is going to be something we're already seeing a lot of, but you're going to see a lot more of it in the future. Now what we're looking at here is the cap that someone had unscrewed the hose bib and screwed a cap on. Now it's not uncommon to find a kid or a leaking valve, running for a long period of time. Some kid walks by, they turn the valve on in the middle of the night, and you got a big problem when you wake up in the morning. But to screw a cap onto the pipe here isn't really doing yourself a big favor. All someone needs to do is come by with a wrench and unscrew this cap, and voila, there's a big mess in the middle of the alley. So I would advise you to solder a cap on. Make sure that you solder something on that cannot be removed. That would be your best bet. Now while we're talking about kids here, like I said, this is the main water supply line for this particular apartment unit, 4-plex. And all it takes is, like I already mentioned, some kid walks by and they turn the hose bib on and they leave it run for hours. Well, the same thing could happen here if someone actually knows what this is. And it's not uncommon to find an area where all of a sudden one kid finds out how to shut the water supply line off, and he's telling his buddies. And the point I'd like to make is this is not the ideal location for the main shutoff for 4 homes. So wouldn't be a bad idea. And again, it's built like this. It costs the homeowner too much money to make it, to change it, but you could change something like this during the design phase of a building project. So keep this in mind. That's why I'm making these videos, to provide you guys with information. Some of this stuff just might not, it has no use for you today, but it might have a use for you in the future and save you a lot of problems and money.